Hi, thanks for tuning in to High on Horror. I'm Drew.
And I'm John. This episode and every future episode is dedicated to all the horror hounds and smokers out there who want to expand their knowledge of the genre and have a good time.
Ghostface is back, as I'm sure you've all heard. Today we're reviewing Scream 6, which made $43.5 million at the box office this weekend, which is actually the best opening of all of the films ever.
Huh. Okay. We'll discuss if it's worthy of the highest box office. And like usual, we'll give you listeners a signal before we talk about any spoilers. And we'll start, of course, with our spoiler-free review.
So, is this Ghostface unlike any we've seen yet, like they're saying? Is this the best Scream film since the original, like they're saying? We're going to let you know today on High on Horror. Interviews, reviews, and the latest news all rolled into one. Alright, so before we get into the movie here, I wanted to bring up that due to the success of Scream 6 and the hype from pre-sales alone before the movie even hit theaters, a 7th Scream film has already been greenlit and starts filming later this year by the same group, Radio Silence.
Why? I mean,
It's
seriously,
making money, man.
why?
That's why. Money.
Yeah. Well, Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. I mean, that's pretty much every sequel, but, are they going to make it to space eventually? Ghostface in space? It rhymes. You got to make it happen. I mean, if what the hell is it, Fast and the Furious went to space?
What the fuck? They went to space?
I don't know. I've been hearing that. Maybe it's just a rumor I heard. But
I don't think the Fast and the Furious went to space.
But I do know for a fact they did want to do a crossover with Jurassic World.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they would have trapped the dinosaurs by using the cars. Shit's so ridiculous.
Fam would have beat the dinosaurs,
Yeah, I mean, dinosaurs are strong, but they ain't stronger than family.
That'll be the tagline of the poster. But
they'd be strong.
Yeah. So the whole New York concept, though, this came from writers Guy Busick and Jamie Vanderbilt.
Oh, I didn't know they wrote Jason Takes Manhattan.
No, they wrote Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
Damn.
Ghostface Takes Manhattan. No, so to Guy and Jamie, Scream 5 was the homage film. And now 6 here is a fresh start. So they wanted to bring a new energy to the series and make it feel, new. And a new setting will do that.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know.
That's your response?
Yeah, that's all I got for now.
Well, how about Dermot Mulroney said something interesting that I think that you would appreciate. I wanted to bring this up to you of all people. He said that the Scream series has created its own weather system in the horror universe. Do you think that that's true?
I'm not sure I understand what he means by that.
He's talking about the fandom and how they can just keep rechanging it and bringing it back and it's just its own beast in the horror.
Yeah,
I don't think. I mean,
people that love Scream fucking love Scream, but for me, it's a little different. But yeah, whatever.
No, I mean it's true though. There are people who. I saw it all over Facebook, and I'm not shitting on people. If that's your thing, do it, But all over Facebook and Instagram, it's just people wearing Ghostface jerseys with their socks with Ghostface on them pulled up to their knees, and their Ghostface beanie, and their Ghostface gloves, and their Scream blanket that they have to bring to the theater. And I love movies more than anybody. I do nothing but watch movies, but I do not celebrate movies like that. I do not dress up. And there was even somebody I know who dressed up for the fucking Super Bowl commercial. They were sitting in front of their TV and posted about it.
That's a little extra.
With their Ghostface mask on. Who's excited for the trailer today? But, I don't do that. If you do that, cool. But to me, I'm not that kind of a fan. I guess say you're a bigger fan if you want, but I don't feel that I need to dress head to toe in this drip in order to be a big fan of something.
2 points, but oh shit, I'm so fucking high. But
yeah, we just started.
I was gonna say, I say that, but then I bought the Scream cups It came with the 2-pack, and I bought the Scream popcorn tin. But I mean, I love the first film.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's okay to buy some merchandise, but I don't do it for Halloween either. But people do it for Halloween, and they'll dress like Michael Myers to go see the movie, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't. First off,
also,
I'm too fat to fit into the coverall. Second of all, I'm too fat to breathe in that mask for 2 hours. Third of all, just not interested in wearing a costume.
Speaking of blankets, the people that we were at the theater with,
Oh yeah,
they was trying to get down. You, Nicole, and I all went to see it. They were down at the one end of the row. They had their blanket all up on them. And then they were in other people's seats, so they moved down, and they were like a seat in between them and Nicole, and then the other end was empty. They literally grabbed their stuff, got up, and ran to the end. Ran to the end of the aisle.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I mean, maybe it didn't go so well. Nicole said the girl was on her phone, towards the end of the movie.
He probably blew out looking at Courtney Cox or something.
Courtney Cox.
But imagine cleaning them seats.
That was Courtney Cox. I thought that was Steven Tyler.
Imagine cleaning them seats, though. Yeah, you go to unrecline them, and
I don't know, because I mean, my man got up a couple times. Maybe he had to go get some napkins. I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, yeah. So, by the way, to you listeners out there, please don't go to the movies to fornicate. There are people who are really trying to watch a movie. It is not entertaining or fun.
But was the movie they making better than the movie we were watching? You'll have to find out.
We'll have to find out. But I didn't see the cameras set up, so if they were making a movie. I mean, whoever was in the projection booth probably was making a movie. You got up to go
to the bathroom one time, and as soon as you got, they had to have been doing something, because as soon as you went past, that dude just, popped up, stood up, out of his seat, and then, a minute later, he left too, I guess. I don't know, go to the bathroom or something. But
oh, damn.
But he came back in before you, so I don't know.
Damn, maybe he saw my sexy ass walk by and popped off. Ugh.
He's going to come get your number. But
anyway, before we discuss the film, what are we smoking today, man?
Some more Pineapple Fields. I need to get to the dispensary, get some more stuff, but yeah, I brought some more of that.
Oh, pineapple. Well, I had some of the white truffle. Triple Hex white truffle, but we just blasted through that before we started recording. So
we smoked that the other day when we were watching the Bride of Frankenstein commentary, doing some research for that episode.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. Yeah, so we've been getting pretty baked off of white.
Yeah, white truffles. That shit smelled good.
White truffle and Pineapple Fields, man. Some good stuff today. All right, so it's my turn to take it.
All right, here we go. Scream 6, a.k.a. Ghostface Takes Manhattan, as we said, is a 2023 slasher horror movie. If you're not aware, it takes place in the Scream franchise.
And it's the 6th film.
Yeah, the 6th one. It's the sequel to Scream. Direct sequel to Scream. Just like Halloween had to name it the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Blackmore University Professor Laura Cranes, played by Samara Weaving, is an expert in slasher films. She's murdered outside of a bar in New York City by her student, Jason Carvey, who's wearing a Ghostface costume. He kind of lures her, and it was just... I like Samara Weaving, so I don't have any problem with her, but it just was a long, drawn-out process of what was exactly going to happen.
Agreed, and
it's not ruining anything, because this happens in the first 5 minutes?
Yeah, I like Samara as well, so I'm not going to complain about her, but the pacing of this and the setup to this was just so juvenile, man. I was not, from the start, I thought, oh, we're in trouble if this is how they're going to start setting shit up. Yeah,
and why did he toss the outfit? His fingerprints were all over that. Take that with you.
He did. He put it in his backpack.
I thought he threw it into a garbage can.
No, he put it in his backpack and carried it on his shoulder.
I'll take back my criticism there. There's plenty of other things I could levy. Spoiler alert. Yes, Jason plans with his roommate Greg to kill the Carpenter sisters from Scream, but receives a call from a different Ghostface who kills Greg and subsequently stabs Jason to death. Then we have the story. It follows Sam Carpenter and her sister Tara. They're now in New York City. I will say they had a better I guess, better way of getting to New York than Jason did. Like,
Yeah, they did it the right way.
yeah, you know, it didn't take 45 minutes into the movie for him to get to New York. They're already there. And they're living with their friends, and they all are attending Blackmore University. Sam's being targeted due to an online conspiracy theory that she orchestrated the killings from the last movie, and framed Richie Kirsch for it. The group's pursued by Ghostface. He attacks them in various locations, leaving masks used in the previous Ghostface killings at the scenes. We get him in the grocery store. Best for me was at the party, because the best part was they're playing Too Short. Yeah, blow the whistle.
The corner store was nice, but I liked at the party, as you just mentioned, when Sam shows up. There's this one guy that just yells, "Holy shit, it's that psycho girl!" And I thought immediately, I go, "Oh shit, that's John." I was like, if John were at that party, that was exactly what you would have done.
And I looked over at Nicole. I said, "Is that me?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, that'd probably be me." I can't even argue. I'm just out loud. It's that psycho bitch.
Yeah, and Tara's doing her own thing at this party, man. She's trying to experiment. You know, she's about to get ragdolled at one point.
Jesus. Yes, and they stepped in and stopped that. I just felt like a lot of the beginning of this movie just was... I don't know how to explain
Spoiler
it.
free? We're still the non-spoiler stuff.
It's spoiler free, but...
This is by far the weakest opening in the franchise. In bar none.
We get Ghostface,
like,
I think, almost... I think we get Ghostface almost too much. Like... It's like every scene.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then it's like you see him for a while, and then sometimes it's just a while before anything happens.
Yeah, yeah.
And
like I said, the pacing from the start is very. It made me think right away, oh man, we're in trouble.
And then the sisters end up meeting FBI agent Kirby Reed. Played by, I always miss, Hayden Panettiere or something.
Panettiere, yeah, Panettiere.
I'm not sure. Coming back from 4. And one of the roommates...
Let me just stop you right there real quick before you finish. I just want to say that the music, when Kirby comes on screen, is the stupidest shit. Like, as soon as it sees her and everybody... As soon as you see her and she turns around and everybody realizes it's her, there's this, like, cheesy, triumphant music that plays. It's so ridiculous.
I forgot about that.
Just totally ruined her fucking comeback, in my opinion. But the introduction to her comeback, I would be embarrassed if I were in a movie and I'm like, oh shit, here's my scene, and then it shows me that music playing. I'd be like, oh, I kind of fucked that up, didn't I? Anyway.
Yeah, one of the roommates, what was her name? Quinn.
Yeah,
her dad is the local cop there, because it's funny because the two Carpenter sisters...
New character Quinn. Yeah.
The two Carpenter sisters moved together. Excuse me. And Quinn says that her dad did the same thing when she went to college. But, so he was working on the case, and then they said the FBI takes it over, and we get Kirby. And then we get Gail Weathers. She reveals that Sydney and her family have gone into hiding due to recent attacks. And my God, like... Did you really have to play the same exact scene from one and make Gail back into being like a mega bitch again?
Right. And the same thing. Sold a book and everything. Sold a book.
Had the same conversation where she said the same thing in the first one. If I didn't write it, somebody was.
And then
she ducks the
Sam
the
takes
punch.
a swing and she fucking ducks it. She's like, oh, I've been through this. What'd she say? Something like, this ain't my first rodeo, honey, or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then fucking Jennifer Ortega clips her with a right hook, and it's weak ass right hook. There was no scene of Gail having a bruised jaw in this movie.
And Ghostface murders Dr. Stone and steals Sam's file. And then Ghostface attacks the group. I'll stop right there. I won't mention what happens after there. But he has another attack on the group. I think maybe we can stop there for spoilers.
You all get the point. They went to New York. Ghostface is after them. We're trying to find out who the killers are amongst the new characters that have been added, like John had just mentioned, say Detective Bailey, and Ethan. There's another new character who's someone that hangs out in the crowd, you know, and then there's
the core four.
the core four, and
That they call themselves that.
and then there's Danny, who plays Sam's boyfriend, and he always has a look on his face the whole movie like someone shoved a lit cigarette up his ass. I don't know what to. I don't know.
He kind of looks like great. You won't get the reference, but some of our sports fans might. He looks like Great Value brand Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but either way, yeah. So they go to New York. They're chased by Ghostface again. Why is they chase him there? What's his point? What does he want? Stick around for the spoilers to find out. But now I guess we'll give you our ratings of the film before we get into spoilers. So
I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scream 6 is more of the same from what we got from the last movie. It's just a boring, unengaging plot. So many things that make me go, what the hell were they thinking? There's numerous times in the film where they could have just jumped Ghostface, like whoever Ghostface was at that time, and they could have just ran fades on him. You know, like, one of you's probably going to get stabbed, sure, but there's four of you. Just, like, jump the motherfucker. Like, and there's only one really ever on the screen.
Yeah, right.
Some others I'll go into spoilers. It's just another lazy, uninspired edition of a film series that only ever had one great movie in its franchise. Like,
Damn.
I guess that's maybe a little harsh, but I'll go 4.4.
Damn, 4.4 out of 10. All right, so okay, so let me start with I just shit on the movie, so let me just say what I liked about the movie before I go into my finishing up what I don't like. So what I did like about the movie, got to see Ghostface, got to see some cool killings. That's what I liked about the movie. I liked not necessarily how brutal Ghostface was. Everybody always talked about how brutal and like how brutal he was in this movie. To me, that wasn't what really stood out to me. What stood out to me was how ballsy he was. How he would just jump out and take on a room full of people, like you said. He didn't just like stab and slip away like he does in the other movies. Like Ghostface was straight up jumping out with 5 people in the room, coming at them all. And like you said, that's where there was opportunity in this one for him to have gotten hopped. Like if they had pulled their strength in numbers, but the ballsiness of him, the fact that he was willing to just walk into a room full of people outnumbered and not give a fuck, that was what I liked. And like I dug the whole don't give a shit Ghostface, not really necessarily how brutal he was. People really had me hyped for this one. There was a lot of praise, man. A lot of praise being heaped on it, and now I'm a little mad because to me it was absolutely nothing special. Paper thin plot, 5 out of 10.
You know what? I didn't say anything good about this movie. I will say the one thing I did kind of like was
cinematography.
I was going to say the Ghostface shrine. That was pretty cool.
The shrine room. Yeah, I liked that as well.
I mean, they're kind of all similar, but it's still cool.
Yeah, I definitely liked that as well.
All right, so we're going to get into spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers, go get yourself some Jimmy Dean's or something, some sausage links. Sausage.
Why don't you get some Jimmy Dean sausage and get yourself a large chunk of that good morning feeling?
All right, well, like I said, Scarface. God damn it, I did that joking around before we started this. Fuck. Ghostface, like I said, he attacked the group. He kills Quinn and Annika, and he leaves the mask used in a previous Woodsboro killing at the scene. And now we have Wayne Bailey, who's Quinn's father. He was the detective that was on the case before. Well, I guess Kirby's kind of working with him. She's not taking over the case. She even said she wanted to work with him on it.
Yeah.
He's taken off the case following his daughter's death, but he vows to avenge her. And the group is taken to an abandoned cinema set up as a shrine to the Ghostface killers. Actually, Gail tells him about it. She just happened to come across it in her investigation.
Because she did some investigating.
Because she's a true investigative journalist.
But they realize here that the masks that have been being left at all of the killings were taken off of the mannequins in this room that had all of the costumes set up from the prior killings.
Yeah, and the group kind of plans to trap Ghostface there. And during their escape, they discover that Wayne is the third Ghostface. But they try to like set him up, and then he's at Gail's house. He fucks Gail up. He kills her new boyfriend.
Yeah, Gail's dead.
Damn, and she fucking like a cold-hearted bitch. Because he was like, Ghostface is like, oh, those muscles didn't save him. She's like, nope, guess not. I'm like, damn, what a bitch.
I got the idea. Maybe she was just, he was just her side piece or something. Like, maybe they weren't close. I don't know. Because she was a little cold
But
about
still,
it.
man, he's a human being with feelings.
I
Well,
don't-
not anymore, but
I don't see her having reacting that way to, like, say, Dewey. But,
Yeah,
like,
but-
with this guy, she just didn't seem to give a shit. That was the idea
fuck
that I
Gail.
got. But, yeah, Gail.
Gail,
is,
who's that blonde
blonde.
bitch that always capitalizes on like people dying? I fucking
Nancy Grace?
yeah, she fucking Nancy Grace.
Yeah. That's a good yeah, that's
But yeah. So not only Wayne is the third Ghostface, he has two children. Ethan, who was there when what is her one friend from the Core 4? I can't remember her name.
I thought Mindy?
Mindy, thank
Yeah.
you. They got separated on the two different subways. But yeah, Ethan was with her, and she kept suspecting it was Ethan. And when she got stabbed, she was like, "Oh, I guess I was wrong," but she was actually right.
Yeah.
Quinn, they faked Quinn's death because Wayne made sure he was there first and switched bodies. I don't know what body. Like,
He just used some cadaver body.
I guess he just carried it with him.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sam and Tara fight off the Bailey family, and Sam ultimately ends up killing Wayne. Kirby smashes the television set that killed Stu Macher over Ethan's head and kills him. And Sam agrees to let Tara live independently, and Tara agrees to go to therapy. As Mindy, Chad, and Kirby are taken to the hospital, Sam discards her father's ghost face mask, Billy Loomis, in case for some reason you didn't know, and follows Tara into the city. So everybody fucking lives somehow, except maybe Gail.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure that's true. I said that Gail's dead, but really the last we hear is a faint pulse. So I think that they left that kind of open-ended in case she doesn't want to return for a sequel. But is nobody going to mention how Gail had like a talk show like Nancy Grace sort of in the prior film that Dewey was watching, like when he was getting drunk in his little like rundown trailer? But now all of a sudden, coincidentally, for who knows what reason, Gail left Woodsboro and she's in New York City too.
Yeah.
Why? It just makes zero sense. Like, she's going to uproot where she lives and live in the same, what, like it doesn't make sense. It was stupid to do that. I know that they wanted Gail back, but I just feel that they could have done better than that. That was really annoying to me. And I wanted to say that Detective Bailey's exposition at the end was the worst part of the film.
He
for
was
me.
so fucking over the top.
That was, yeah.
He goes from a very serious, like button up, straightforward, like cop you get in a lot of horror movies. Like,
Yeah.
he's not a dick, but he's very serious and takes his profession. And then he's just like, you want to know who it kind of reminded me of a little bit?
Who?
Was Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face.
Yeah, totally. All giggly and
Like,
shit. And like, yeah, just,
like
yeah.
all of a sudden he's just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. That,
Yeah.
Some of the stuff did make me laugh. But I wanted to say back about everybody living. I want to say Kirby got shot.
Yeah.
And we don't see her for 5-10 minutes. And then she pops back up to shoot. I don't even remember now. She shoots somebody.
Maroney.
Yeah. And then she gets stabbed in the liver. And she somehow lives. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And it's the other thing is that so like you're saying, like it just seems like all of the heroes of this movie, Kirby included, were sort of safe. Like none of them died. They got hurt and just seemed to be invincible. I think for me, the one part was Chad. Chad literally gets jumped by two ghost faces at once in front of Tara and Sam. And he's this guy, Chad, he's on his knees, and there is two ghost faces puncturing the shit out of him, like turning him into a fucking voodoo doll, just stabbing him all over his fucking chest and abdomen and neck and arms. And meanwhile, Sam holds Tara, and they just basically are like, we have to go, we have to go, we have to go, and just watch him die instead of helping him. And then by the time they fucking leave, like they're ready to actually leave the room, the ghost faces are done fucking killing him and stabbing him, and then they just fucking turn and start chasing Sam and Tara. What the fuck? And by the way, Chad also lives, as you said, part of the core four. They're untouchable apparently, and
everybody was.
This movie just seemed like a reason to kill Gail off and move forward with the core four.
She really was the only kill.
Yeah, and but about Kirby,
well,
I had said this to you. What's that?
I was gonna say, the Ghostface get killed, but
yeah. But about Kirby, because you would just mentioned her getting stabbed. The part where there's a point where Maroney, or I'm not going to go by his name, Dermot
Wayne.
Maroney. I'll go by Detective Bailey. There's a part where he convinces the core four that Kirby is the killer, and they're actually believing it for a good 20 minutes at the end of the film. They're like, Kirby's the killer, look out for her, Kirby's the killer. And like in several scenes prior, when you see them all walking together in the street, the core four, Bailey, and Kirby, when you see them all walking together, you see that she's the shortest. She comes up to like everybody's fucking shoulder. Yet they suddenly believe that she's Ghostface. They didn't notice that a little 5-foot Ghostface was running around when they've already encountered Ghostface and he's taller than her. But all of a sudden, there's supposed to be a 5-foot version running around, and nobody questions that. She got them kiss boots on. But the other thing was Tara absolutely happy birthday to Mead Ethan. Remember the cover of that movie where it's a fucking shish kebab? Yeah. She fucking stabs him in the mouth with a knife. I liked that. And why was Sam's boyfriend Danny allowed in at the very end? Like when the cops come into the killer's like shrine museum and start saving the day, the fucking
like before the paramedics check on her, before even the cops question her about
just
anything.
Runs in and, hey, how you doing? And gives her the romantic like embrace, and it's like, you're not even married. Like you're not family. Like that was just, again,
people only known you've been fucking for like 2 days.
A lot of questionable things in this movie, and Scream movies before have relied on like Hollywood forgiveness, but this movie I feel like really relied on. They really just took shortcuts and were like, it's okay. Not nearly sophisticated enough and clever enough to be part of this. Well, it is part of the series, but it's weak, man. It's weak.
Also, I want to talk about Wayne. Why did he charge Tara when he had a gun in his hand? She had a knife, he had a gun, and he charges her.
No. She had a gun and went to shoot him and was empty.
Yeah.
He has a gun. And instead of fucking shooting her, they charge each other and then fall off a balcony and fall through a table.
Shit's stupid.
Yeah, like again, just questionable. Like people doing stupid shit. Like again, we'll go back to the beginning, the opening with Samara. Like that, everything that she did in the opening was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Everything that she did was stupid and like the opposite of what people in Scream movies should be doing.
Yeah, basically. And also, like, talking about dumb shit, Ghostface, they had a clear shot at Ghostface. I forget who he was about to kill. Have a clear shot. Or I think it was Courtney Cox. Gail. He was about to kill her, and they say something like, "Hey, asshole," or was something like that. Like, he didn't even know you were there. Just fucking blast him.
Yeah, because then once they say that, he looks up and then skitters off and
misses getting shot. Like,
lives to kill another day. Yeah.
What do you think?
Predictable, man.
What do you think's worse, this entire movie or Gail's hairline in part 3?
This entire movie.
Yeah.
This entire movie. This dropped the bomb. So I'm going to rank the Scream movies. I actually didn't script this, but I'm going to do this now that we're talking. I'm going to go the first one. And you said that, this series only had one good movie. I would disagree, just to say that I think 4 was really good. I really liked 4. So to me, it would be 1, 4, 3. I'm sorry, 1, 4. Sorry, there's fucking 6 of them. 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's just 1.
Just for you, it's just 1.
That's all you need. I don't acknowledge other ones. Shit was fucking. I don't even see. Like, I don't know if this was worse than 5. I don't know.
To me, it was, because
my expectations were higher for 5. I had high expectations going into that movie.
I had higher expectations for this one. I feel like we
So
might have
maybe that's
flip-flopped
why.
a little bit. Yeah.
But I feel like they're about the same, to be honest.
I just I can say that after this, I don't know where they plan on going for part 7,
Space.
but I'm definitely I don't have the hype train's dead for me.
And this is
The hype
what
train's dead for me. You know,
this
I'm
is
not.
the third movie that's taken place away from Woodsboro.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess next year we'll be reviewing Scream 7. Probably around the same time, but
We'll be here. It was funny when I was talking with Nicole on the way home, and she was like, she goes, if you and Drew keep coming to these movies and you hate them, why do you keep seeing them? I said, because I have to, because we got to review them. I know I'm probably not going to like it, but like, I got to go see it.
if you told me that I was going to enjoy Cocaine Bear,
Yeah, I'd rather
more
watch
than
Cocaine
Scream
Bear
6,
again.
I would have said no way, but it's absolutely
Oh,
the
I
truth.
would have. If you would have asked me, like, yeah, I would have thought I would have enjoyed Cocaine Bear better, but I don't have high expectations from this series. It's like, damn, even Hellraiser had more movies that were better in its franchise.
At this point, yeah. Scream's becoming the new Saw. They're just going to pump one out every year with a twist at the end of every one, and it's just done, man. It's just done.
I might take Saw 6 over Scream 6.
I don't know. That's a brutal double bill, man.
I
You
mean,
give me a fat
Detective
blunt.
Hoffman is better than everything in Scream.
Give me a fat
And they
blunt.
still got Tobin Bell. You still got scenes with Tobin Bell. That's just
No,
enough
but-
to beat Scream.
No, listen. You give me a fat blunt and tell me to do a double bill, and it's still going to be a rough double bill to sit through. I don't know, man.
Ugh.
I'm sleeping.
That's something we should do, like a tournament of like terrible sequels.
Halloween ends. It's going to be the first one. We're going to sleep through that whole marathon. Wake up, fucking see the Chucky's on. Be like, we can watch this. Jennifer Tilly's in this.
Yeah, see? It's the same thing I'm trying to talk about with Saw 6. Like, you got Tobin Bell. I mean, he got the titty factor, but that's enough.
All right, I think we need to wrap this episode up.
All right. So, yeah, thanks for all the horror. What the fuck was that? Thanks to all the horror hounds and smokers out there for tuning in. So next week we'll be coming at you with City 5. That's 65. It's the new Kylo Ren movie. It's what Jurassic Park meets a space movie.
Yeah, it's, going back in time 65 million years and discovering dinosaurs. Not Jurassic Park shit where you can control them, but real wild dinosaurs.
But you got guns, so you can fucking blow them motherfuckers up.
But we'll see how it goes. I can't
We'll
wait
see.
to talk about that.
Hopefully Kylo do okay. But make sure to tune in. We'll have that review for you. Make sure to follow us online at High on Horror 420 at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And you can always send us some PPA questions at
Puff Ask.
Puff Ask at highonhorror420 at gmail.com. Check out our website, highonhorror.com. And we got some reviews on there. And I think that'll about wrap her up. Catch you later.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.